followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If you all would stand, please. Board, attached are the minutes of the executive session and regular session meetings held on March 19th, 2026.
I'd like to make a motion that the board approve the executive session and regular session minutes of March 19th, 2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? If not, please place your vote. And that passes 7-0. Thank you, Board. We do not have any financial reports this evening. Are there any comments on agenda items from the audience? Okay. Next is the personnel report. Dr. Buffington?
Board, in your packet, you have a copy of the personnel report for April the 2nd, and you also have a personnel report addendum requested.
I'd like to make a motion that the board approve the personnel reports as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Board, is there any discussion? If not, please place your vote. And that passes 7-0. Thank you, Board. Our next item on the agenda is the Hobart High School student athletes. Dr. Buffington?
That's right. We have a very special guest out in the audience amongst all of you athletes. You're all very special. I do believe that everybody knows that we had a state champion this year on our girls' state wrestling team. And so I'm going to call up the coaches. They can come up with our athletic director, and we're going to call up Corabella Wesley. Come on up. Oh, Mr. Westberg, let's go.
Include you, Coach. Something wrong with that?
All right. Well, I don't know if Mr. Black or Coach wants to say anything before we give her a special award. Anybody want to say a few words?
I would love to.
Yeah. We have streaming now, so you have to be up here if you're going to talk.
Do I have to keep facing this way, or since everyone's over there, can I look at them while I talk?
There's your audience.
All right. We started girls wrestling 4 years ago. The IHSAA decided that it was time for girls to get their opportunity to get on the mat and not have to go against boys every day in practice and in meets. And so they created girls wrestling as what's called an emerging sport 4 years ago. And we were very fortunate here that our wrestling coaching staff was ambitious and motivated to get it going here at Hobart. We didn't know what kind of turnout we would have. We didn't know if it would impact our numbers in other winter sports, because that's when girls wrestling was and is. We just didn't know what was going to happen, but we were excited to try to provide another opportunity for kids to compete. And the first year we had 22 girls. The second year we had about 30. And it grew like crazy across the state of Indiana. So after 2 years as an emerging sport, girls wrestling became a sanctioned sport in the state of Indiana. And now here we are in year 4, and we've got a state champion. Now, without taking too much thunder from her dad or Coach Westberg, I think it's pretty obvious that Bella did not become a state champion because she started wrestling 4 years ago. She's been doing this probably since birth. and has wrestled not just all over Northwest Indiana and Indiana, but all over the country, competing against the best that there are everywhere. And she has been a terrific competitor, terrific ambassador for Hobart Girls Wrestling, and she's just a freshman. She went undefeated this year, and I'm not putting any pressure on you, Bella, but man, that would be cool to do for 3 more years. As she's not like holding up 2 behind my head or something, is she? If she was, I'd let her because I would not win on the mat. She had an awesome takedown this year of her own father at a pep rally, and I think that was my favorite one of hers for the season. But really, becoming a state champ is a result of tremendous effort, work, character, all the things that it takes to be great. Bella has, and she demonstrated that this year on the mat for us. Super proud of you, kid. Great job. One more thing. I promise I won't be this long on every student athlete here tonight. We are going to present, and this is Bella's request, we'll present her with her state champion ring at a football game next fall.
What was it? This is my 4th year here at Hobart High School and my 4th year here as a coach. I was asked to coach the program here. My very first year, I didn't think I was going to ever coach girls sports, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I met Bella here when she was in middle school, and I knew we had something good coming. We have a bunch of great girls on the team, and I can definitely say she has a very positive impact with her influence, her work ethic, and just overall being a great student. And so just really helping out the team morale. I can say I knew she was going to do something great this year after, what was it? You got runner-up, right? Preseason nationals? So was it preseason nationals, got 2nd place, lost to the girl who's ranked number 1 in the country. So I was like, as a freshman, that's pretty good. So I knew we had something good going on here, and as a team, we could go pretty far, which we ended up getting 3rd place as a team in state. So very happy about that.
Wesley, a.k.a. Dan.
I don't know how much more I can add to what has already been said. Besides that, I'm super proud of Corabella and everything she's been able to accomplish this year, and I get to see a lot more of the behind the scenes, obviously, as her father, and realize that there's a lot of psychological aspect to this, because not a lot of people see the highlights and they get to see all the good stuff, but you don't see the grind and sometimes of the heartbreak and some of the things that happen outside of all those highlights and things like that. So it takes a lot of willpower and courage for her to keep going through and putting in work day after day. Something I do on a daily basis. I give my kids a motivational quote every morning, and just kind of because the grind every day that you have to put in to kind of just have that kind of level of success can be wearing on you. And I give her a lot of credit for pushing through and being able to do it, and I'm super proud of her. I love her to death, and I got no other words for her. I hope that she continues to have that success, and I hope that she can know that she always has me in her corner. So I was just saying I'm proud of her.
I asked Corabella, oh, hold on, I want to help you with that because it was specially made. You can hold this. Yeah. Okay. So I will say last year, because you study these types of students, and I had her on my podcast show, The Bricky Experience, and then I had the other state girls wrestlers that went downstate on the show as well. And I said to Corabella, you've been on the show twice, and it's because she is a very driven individual. She has so much self-discipline. She's motivated. And she's a role model for other students. And I mean, all of our athletes do a really great job of being role models for other students with time management, their character, how they give back to the community. And I can just only tell you that I've been watching her ever since she's been in school. but she is an awesome individual, and she also let me know she's not talking. So, but that's okay. We have a special word for her, and you can help me do it with the athletic director. I'll put this one here. We want you to come out here because we had this made especially for you. So come on out. You want to help me with this, Mr. Black? And you come out here, and we're gonna give it to you. This is something that we had made for Corabella. She's the first lady Ricky wrestling state champion. She has a 45-0 record and 0 record, state champion, regional champion, sectional champion, NCC conference champion, and a Sarah Hildebrandt invite champion. And that doesn't include all of the other titles that she has that's outside of the school arena. And we hope that this brings some fond memories to you of your freshman year here and all that you've accomplished. And we hope you can hang it in a prominent place.
Over the fireplace.
We have this little token. I did say to them, I said, well, are we doing a parade? What are we doing? And they said, no, she doesn't want that. So I'm opening this for you. You can put that down. Mr. Black can hold it for you if you want. And you can finish opening this.
Coach Black. Can we see it? Hey, can we see it?
Very nice,
You modeled that really well, by the way.
very nice.
I'm gonna let you know that.
Over the
very nice.
wrestling mat in the family room.
Yeah, right.
Make sure you have room for that.
It has Johan on it, and believe it or not, she's gonna tell you what it says.
My name, Hobart High School, first girls wrestling state champion.
I want to thank everyone that has supported her, especially I want to say thank you to the coaches and her teammates. It was a joy to be able to have you on the podcast show and to inspire other people to do what you do. And so keep up the great work, and we couldn't be prouder of you. It's just been a great story. I'm going to have him take your picture of that if you don't mind, and I'll hold your box. You can hold these things. Okay? Yeah, that'd be great. Marabella, here's your box.
Alrighty, before I move on to the next item of the agenda, for those of you that are family members of the winter athletes, and you would like a picture of your athlete, please, you do not need to be just stuck in your seats. You can move around to get the best angle that you need, so if they call your student's name and you need to move around, please feel free to do so. This is your boardroom too. And so with that, the presentation and recognition of the 2026 winter athletes at Hobart High School. Dr. Buffington?
That's right. We're going to call up, well, he's up here, our wonderful athletic director, Mr. Black, and we're going to give out some certificates. We're so happy that you joined us tonight. Special thank you to all of you parents that make sure that you get your kids here and you're supportive of them in the sport. And again, thank all of our coaches and all of this that's possible with our amazing athletic director, Mr. Black. So we're going to get started and pass out some awards tonight. Oh, thank goodness Xu Jing is here to help me.
I just got back from student council.
And while Mr. Black is getting up there, Xu Jing is our student rep. We have 2 of them that we select every year. They are members of the student body, and they represent them and take back the information from the board meetings to the students. And Xu Jing and Grace Anderson are our 2 for this year. So if there's any juniors out there that are interested in serving next year, that's coming around.
All right, I'd like to say thank you to the board for the invite. We always love an opportunity to come and brag about all of the successes that our student athletes have in every way that we could define success. I mean, we could talk about all the statistics all day long, but success is really a measurement of how good you became compared to what you could be. And what we want to do is always encourage our kids to strive to be their very best. And everybody that's getting recognized here tonight certainly illustrates that on a daily basis. Before we get going with the certificates, I would like Mr. King to play our winter sports highlight video. I know this weekend is the NCAA Final Four, and one of the things I loved growing up as a kid was staying up with my brother, and then we would have the blank VHS tape in the VCR, and we would push record so we could record every year's one shining moment at the end of the men's tournament. I don't know why I'm in a stance right now, but it's easier to talk in the microphone. So for all winter sports here, I always try to do the same type of thing and create a one shining moment type of video that highlights our kids and what they did. So here's one shining moment for 2026.
The ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time. But time is short, and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew, in one shining moment you reached for the sky. In one shining moment you knew, yeah. In one shining moment you're willing to try. In one shining moment you knew. One shining moment.
Thank you. Huge shout out to all of the parents that take all those amazing photos for us at games. We also have a student here, Johan Villarul, who also took a lot of those pictures that went into that video. Those are done out of the goodness of their heart and shared with our athletic department, so we get a chance to promote our kids. So again, thank you to all those people that donated photos for that video. First, I'd like to call up our cheer academic all-conference winners. I see Elena. Is Elizabeth here? Did she make it? No? All right, come on up, Elena. We're going to have you stand by yourself uncomfortably. Now, to earn academics, cheer is not a sanctioned sport by the IHSAA. However, we couldn't do what we do here without our cheer team. We recognize them with all-conference honors. In order to earn academic all-conference, student athletes must be a senior, they must be a member of the varsity team, and they must meet 2 out of 3 academic criteria to qualify. The 3 criteria are as follows: a GPA of 3.2 or higher, a minimum SAT of 1020 or ACT of 22, and then rank in the top 25% of their class. And Elena qualified for academic all-conference. I don't have all of the statistics there, but she does have a 4.028 GPA. Outstanding, Elena. Great job. Hold on. And she's not just a cheerleader, she also participates on our softball team, and she has signed her letter of intent to continue cheering at Valpo University next year. Congratulations, Elena. All right, next up, we've got boys basketball. I'd like to call up Coach Key. Boys, why don't you guys come on up?
All right, I'm Coach Key. This is my second year as varsity head coach. We had a pretty good year this year, one of the best that we've had in the most recent years. We had a 13-10 record, which is actually the best record that we've had since 2008. That was actually my senior year of high school. So we had that. It was a tough year, but it was an enjoying year. The guys worked real hard. We never had a bad practice, maybe once out of all the ones that we had. We had a great off season. The kids were just a joy to be around. These individuals here, 3 of the 5 actually, I had the luxury of being their coach for 4 years. They were the only kids that I had as freshmen, and I got the luxury of being able to coach them for 4 straight years. So that was a good part of the culture that we were trying to build. They did a great job of feeding that down to the younger guys, and I think that played a significant role in the season that we had, because the expectation was clear from day one, and they just pushed that forward every day. We never had to question if we were going to have a hard practice or what the expectation was from everybody. They filtered that down from top to bottom, even in the off season, and it just carried on to the season. So I'm appreciative of these guys, and more than what they did just on the court, academically, they did a great job as well. First, we got Jeffrey Long. Then we got Eric Kingery, Ryan Basham, Sin Hicko, and Stephen Miller. Jeff has academic all-conference, and he has a 3.757 GPA. Ryan Basham he was first team all-conference and academic all-conference with a 4.03 GPA. Paxton Hicko was first team all-conference. Eric Kingery was second team all conference, and Stephen Miller was all conference honorable mention, and Stephen Miller has a 3.838 GPA. So they perform in the classroom as well as on the court. I just want to thank them guys for the year they had. The 3 seniors, I'll miss them dearly, so much. I don't know how we're going to replace them, but we'll miss them. So we appreciate everything they did. I know that they'll be back because they understand what it means to be a Brookie, so they'll filter it down. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach. Next up, we've got diving with Coach Reines. Okay, yeah, we'll do swimming and diving. Come on up.
Thank you all for having us, and thank you, Mr. Black and the board for recognizing us tonight. We just wrapped up our awards night a little bit ago, and we have a big group here, and I think that's a good problem to have. I mean, look at the crew that we are able to assemble here with all conference honors and beyond. And it really is a testament to the growth of the program over the years and the impact that a lot of our upperclassmen have had on, everybody that came after them. So I'm really thankful for the team that has been here for all 4 years, these guys that are still coming up and going, and all the impact that you guys have had. Most of these guys are up here for all conference recognition. We had a fantastic season, including an outstanding conference performance, which you can't do on the team end without the entire team really contributing, and this is a testament to that. Our girls as a team finished 4th overall, and our boys, and we're pretty sure it might be the highest finish we've ever had, they were the conference runner-up. And that is just outstanding for them, and let's give them a hand for their work. On the sectional side, we had so many sectional finalists, which means that they finished in the top 16 and returned the next day. And then we had an incredible number of swimmers and divers on the podium for our team. And with that, the girls were able to finish 4th in the sectional and the boys 5th. And that was an outstanding performance out of about 15 teams. So let's give them a hand for that, because that was awesome. At the sectional, we had a school record broken by our own Evan Harness. So Evan, wave your hand so they can see. Evan broke the school record in the 200 IM, which was set in 2007. So, almost about 20 years ago. So that was outstanding. And he's going to be back. He's just a junior, so we're excited to see what he can do next. We had 2 divers head off to the regional out of the sectional, and that was Aiden Bailey and Casey Fleming. So if you guys want to give a wave. The regional is a really tough meet, and it is not easy to move on to that next level. But we did get somebody all the way to the state finals with all of his hard work over the last 2 years. He's just a junior as well. And we saw in the video, Aiden Bailey was our representative at the state championship this year. We have several up here that have been performing academically beyond belief, and he probably has the numbers, so I'll let him read the numbers. But our academic all-conference, just to name them here, would be Casey Fleming and Durgan Click, Lou Cohen, Wyatt Chinosky, and Cassie Cohen. Let's give them a hand. Many of them also qualified for All-State Academic and All-American Academic as well, and have received those awards too. So let's give them a hand for their academics, guys in and out the pool. So again, this is one of the largest teams that we've had over the years. At the sectional, the regional, and the conference, it was just an outstanding performance all around. I can go down the line here and give these recognitions. We have all-conference honorable mention, and that would be if they finished in the top 3 at the conference meet. We had Abigail Reines in diving, Jaden Kano in the 200 free, Durgan Click in the 100 free, our girls 400 free relay, and Isabella Gonzalez, just a freshman, 50 free and the 100 free, all-conference honorable mention. Second team all-conference, we had Evan Harness in the 200 IM, our boys 200 medley relay, our boys 400 free relay, Jaden Kano in the backstroke, and Durgan Click in the 50 free. We had 3 conference champions this year, and it just outstanding performance by all 3 of these athletes. Our conference champions were Aiden Bailey in diving, Casey Fleming in diving, and Evan Harness in the 500 free.
I can make this really quick. I'm not good with the statistics. Coach Reines actually loves doing all that stuff and keeping records, so I applaud her for that one. The biggest thing that I want to talk about is these individuals. I pride myself on going out there and doing sportsmanship. And these group of kids, these young student body athletes, I would take them to any meet or anywhere in this world, and they would represent us very well. And they embody what it means to actually be a Brickie. I am so proud to be called one of their coaches, and every day they beyond belief of what these guys could bring to the table and the pool of what they do. One last thing I do want to say on my part is it's not over for one of our swimmers as a freshman. Izzy, raise your hand. She will actually be going to Puerto Rico this Tuesday to represent for swimming, and she will be wearing the purple and gold colors while she's out there.
So thank you, Ken, for all the hard work that you put in. Great job to all of you. You haven't noticed it. You got your black one or the white one? There you go.
There, 9 of those student athletes up here have a GPA over a 4.0, and I just want to recognize Lou Cohen is of that group. Where are you at, Lou? Lou is also going to be a member of the Hall of Scholars here at Hobart High School with a 4.729 GPA. Now, Millie Massey was also supposed to be here. I think Layla came in her stead, but Millie also was our diving manager for the swim program and also is a member of the Hall of Scholars. So many of those kids, 1, 2, 3, almost all of them multi-sport athletes as well. So love to point those kinds of things out because that's what we like to encourage. All right, next up we've got girls basketball. We've got a couple of hoopers out there. Ladies, why don't you come on up if you're a girls basketball player? How about we clap for them so it's not as awkward? We have Kira Crisina, Zaria Gilden, and Aaliyah Otero. Coach Gregory was not able to be here tonight, but he did send me some comments on these young ladies. First of all, our girls had a really good year. A year ago, when we were at this same board meeting, we were coming off a 3-win season. And I'm not going to talk down about a 3-win season because as a head coach, I had a 1-win season and our team had a 2-win season during my 17 years because sometimes you just got to plow the road when it's rough. And our girls did that a year ago, and I think these returning girls, which all played varsity as last year, really dedicated themselves in the off season. A lot of the things that Coach Wesley was talking about, the time that no one sees when you're putting in work. Our girls wanted to make a difference this year and improve. And a year ago, we were 3 wins. This winter, our girls had 10 wins. Huge improvement. And we beat Munster for the first time in a really long time, and that was so much fun. Let me talk about Aaliyah Otero first. Aaliyah earned academic all-conference. I mentioned the requirements for that already. This is what Coach Gregory had to say about Aaliyah. Always positive and ready to put it all on the floor. A high-energy player leading to 5th in Class 4A for steals and 2nd in the NCC, averaging 4.1 steals per game. A great athlete and a great student, will be missed greatly on our girls' team. Great job, Aaliyah. Next, we've got Zaria Gilden. Zaria also earned academic all-conference. Here's from Coach Greg. Ranked 2nd in the conference and 15th in Class 4A in Indiana for charges taken. Great attitude and very hard on herself. Worked through a knee injury all season. Unfortunately, straining it in the last game. A very good leader and a strong motivator for our program. Great job, Zaria. Last but not least, here we've got Kira Krusina. Before I get to Kira, though, I'd like to point out that Zaria also this year ran cross country for the first time in her life and got a chance to run at the regional. She also sports a 3.821 GPA. For Aaliyah Otero, Aaliyah has run cross country and track and been a part of the ROTC Raiders team all 4 years of high school. She's multi-regional time qualifier in cross country and in track, and she has a 3.86 GPA. Now for Kira, those girls are seniors, so we hate to see them go because they've been such great ambassadors for our athletics. But Kira is just a junior. She also is, set the record for goals scored in soccer last fall. She carries a 4.18 GPA, and she earned a 2nd team all-conference this year for girls hoops. Couple of comments from Coach Greg on Kira. She averaged 10.9 points per game, 2.5 steals, and almost 6 rebounds. She helped lead our offense on the floor. She was a great leader on and off the court. She helped underclassmen throughout the season and worked hard to improve her game. Obviously, Coach Greg is very proud of these young ladies. I am as well. I know you guys were all watching that video very carefully. One of the scenes where the girls' team was celebrating on the floor was when we beat Wheeler. And Wheeler was actually coached by Coach Gregory's father, which just made it a little more fun that we beat them. And it was a big win because Wheeler had a really nice team this year. In the background, and I think one of the cool things about this picture, and I'm doing this. Like you could see my fist in the air as our girls are doing all this on the floor. And I just wanted to point that out because I had just as much fun watching these girls compete as everybody else did. So great job this year, ladies. All right, next up we've got girls wrestling. Come on back, Coach Westberg.
All right, well, we're back here And what is it? These girls right here represent our team. You know, our varsity lineup is 14 individuals representing 14 different weight classes. And we have a select few right here. But what I can say is, you know, once again, we have a very new sport for the school. We've been here for 4 years, and 2 of our seniors here have been here from the start, and that's going to be Maddie Lambs and Joanna Cantu. You know, they've been here for the 4 years with the team. I can say they definitely helped out a lot. You know, they definitely helped with the reason why our team is large. They helped with the recruiting, telling other girls to come join the team. You know, it's fun. It's not like a scary sport. There's like, just try it out. You'll have a blast. But I can definitely say they helped our team morale a lot, especially at practice. You know, if I ever got too serious, Maddie was always really quick with making nice jokes, just making everyone laugh. So, but besides that, you know, they're great students. They're great in the classroom. I can definitely say they're going to be missed a lot, but they have to go eventually. It's sad. What I can say is, like, you know, Joanna here is one of our, I'd say she just paves the road there, a little leader there. Joanna's just, as a freshman, took on a role, you know, as an individual and as a young kid, you know, 14, 15 years old, where she had to help teach a lot of the other girls how to wrestle because we were so new. And so, like, as a coach, it was really helpful for me, who I'm trying to teach everyone trying to wrestle, and then she's also teaching as well. But besides that, you know, she's like the first one to do a lot of things on our team. What was it? First one to get 100 career wins this year. And so, first one to do that, and first time, what was it? 4-time state qualifier, 3-time state placer. You know, this year finished 3rd at state at 100 pounds. What was it? We got Miss Lena Ragosa here as well. Lena, this is her 3rd year wrestling. She's a 2-time state qualifier. You know, last year her season didn't go as well in the postseason, but this year she pretty much had the same exact bracket for regionals, and instead of getting 4th, this time she won, even, you know, ended up placing at state and got 6th place as a 3rd year wrestler. Well, yeah, next we have Julia Hellcat Helminski here. She didn't get injured in season. It was an off-season little injury here. But once again, Julia's a nice incoming freshman that we had on our team. Really helped the team, you know, I'd say, once again, like a lot of our newer girls, helping them just train, get better. What was it? She was a state qualifier as a freshman, which is pretty good. I think she wanted a place. You know, we didn't get that goal, but I know in the next 3 years, we definitely have that for her. We've already met you, Miss Corabella Wesley, but once again, Corabella, great kid. I can say tries really hard. She is quiet, but when she talks, it's always serious. I can say she's very opinionated about where we eat after our meets. I know that's very... What we got there? Oh, we got Bailey over here. Bailey's a sophomore, right? What can you say? Bailey, as a very opinionated kid, really challenges me as a coach. I like it. She questions a lot of things, but it's not like she's questioning in a bad way. She's like, why are we doing this? How's this making me better? And so it's always pushing me on the edge of saying, here's why we need this. This is the goal. This is what's in sight. This is why we need the program. But I can say from freshman year to this year, big improvements, and she actually grew a lot as an individual and was right there, was a ticket round to go to state, didn't get it, but I know we have high hopes for Mr. Bailey. Good job. Next we got Gabby Robles over here. Gabby, this is her 2nd year wrestling and ended up as 4th place in state. You know, I can say Gabby's a hard worker. I really liked her this season, especially like last season. You know, last season we kind of threw her out there as a very new wrestler. She's like, this is kind of scary, and we're like, you got it. You know, but this year I can definitely see like the wanting to win, the wanting to learn, where if she didn't get what she wanted, she would say, hey, how can I get better? How can this work? And so as a coach, I liked it where she just wants to improve, wants to get better. And actually, as a 2nd year wrestler, she listened and applied all the skills and ended up taking 4th. And last but not least, we got Miss Adelaide Hendrick. She's also a 2nd year wrestler, a junior on the team. I can really say Addie helps a lot with a lot of the newer girls. She might not realize it, but kind of taking a leadership role and kind of just being fearless. I say this as a coach because a lot of times when people are new to a sport, they don't want to just go out there and try their hardest. They're kind of scared of failing. But Addie was more of, all right, let's go. I'm ready. I'm not scared of it. And we could just throw her out there. And she's like, let's get this. And I think that helped a lot of the other new girls to sit there and go, oh, we just have to apply ourselves. And this really helped out the team morale and everything. So I thank her.
Just a couple of the statistics here. We had 14 girls wrestlers that were invited. Of those 14, obviously we got a stellar group of 8 of them. 9 of those 14 sport a GPA of 4.0 or higher, and 12 of them are multi-sport athletes. 12 multi-sport athletes, some of them 3-sport athletes. Just a fantastic group. Our girls program is one of the best in Indiana. I mean, there's no question about it. And obviously, it helps to have some really good wrestlers, but our girls are just really good girls across the board. They perform well in the classroom. They perform well in other sports, and they represent all the best things that we want kids to represent as Brickies. So great job this year, ladies. Thank you. All right, last but certainly not least, we've got boys wrestling. I saw a couple of boys wrestlers out there. Why don't you guys come on up? Coach Johansson could not be here tonight, so he did send me some comments about these individuals. Our boys had a great year. They competed at the IHSWCA Team State competition for, I think, the 6th year in a row, and only 12 teams in Indiana per class get to go to that. And there's a complicated formula on how you qualify for that, but it's an invite-only experience. And our girls also have wrestled in Team State the last 2 years and done extremely well. This year, our girls were the runner-up at Team State and 3rd place at the IHSA State Finals. Our boys were runners-up a year ago at Team State. This year, just getting back there was an outstanding experience for our guys to go down and compete against the best teams around. The individuals we have here tonight, I'll just start with the guy closest to me here, Alex Tatum. Alex earned academic All-State, and he was a regional champion. Alex is also a football player, so a multi-sport guy, and he carries a 4.432 GPA. He's also a student representative for the IHSAA's student leadership team and represents Hobart extremely well in everything he does. Here's what Coach Johansson had to say about Alex. And looking at his face, he looks a little nervous what Coach Johansson might have to say. Alex put together an outstanding junior season, finishing with a record of 26-5 while earning a regional championship and qualifying for the semi-state. Alex has established himself as a high-level competitor on the mat, but what truly sets him apart is his dedication off the mat as well. He's both an academic All-State and an academic All-American honoree, demonstrating the same strong work ethic in the classroom as he does in competition. With his continued commitment to excellence, Alex is on track to finish among the top students in his class, and we are excited to see all that he will accomplish moving forward. We are confident that Alex will reach his wrestling goals next year, and hopefully he will be on the podium in Indianapolis. Great job, Alex. Next, we've got a senior, Preston Perez. Preston earned academic All-State. He was a sectional champion, and he was a regional champion this year. Also a football player, and he carries a 3.385 GPA among the lot of things that he stays busy with. And here is what Coach Johansson had to say about Preston. Again, the nervous energy in the room. Preston had an outstanding senior season, finishing with a record of 32-5, while earning sectional and regional championships and qualifying for the semi-state. In his first year in the varsity lineup, Preston quickly established himself as one of the top competitors in the state, earning a ranking as high as 9th in Indiana at 220. His commitment to improvement and desire to be the best set him apart, as he consistently put in the work to grow throughout the season. A force to be reckoned with on the mat and an academic All-State honoree in the classroom, Preston represents the very best of Hobart wrestling, and we are confident that he will go on to accomplish great things beyond high school. Great job, Preston. Last but not least, we've got Owen Damron. Owen, another underclassman. He earned academic All-State this year and is also a multi-sport guy running track in the spring. Owen has a 3.42 GPA, and here's what Coach had to say about Owen. Owen Damron, a junior, stepped up for our team in key moments throughout the season and provided a dependable competitor on the mat. What truly sets Owen apart is his dedication in the classroom, where he earned academic All-State honors. He consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic, both academically and athletically, representing Hobart High School with pride. We are confident Owen will continue. I'm getting choked up. Not really, I'm just losing my voice. We are confident Owen will continue to be a key part of our team's success next year. Great job, Owen, and great job, guys. Thanks for doing all you do for Hobart. Just want to say thank you again to the school board for allowing us to come here and take up so much of your time. Thanks to all the athletes and parents for being here tonight and for everything you do to be your best every day. So thanks a lot, everybody.
I like it. I don't even have to say that they're excused. They already know the drill. They already know the drill. I didn't even have to say it.
Proud of you. Ready to go, Monday? Ready to go?
You
It's
all right?
time to go. It's time to get ready.
Yeah.
Gearing up.
You'll be
Time to get
okay.
fired up.
It's cold going C-Series too. Congratulations.
You didn't know Mike was gonna. Oh, that's all right. I was gonna dismiss them, but they already know what to do. So you know, hey. Hey, Alex, congratulations.
Way to go. Very, very proud of you.
It's up to you, whatever you want to do.
You are awesome. And we're very proud of you.
She's going Tuesday, yeah.
Congratulations.
What?
She's
Yeah.
going
Hey,
to Puerto Rico.
Hey, can you keep us updated? So let us know how you do, okay?
And what's the competition called?
Are you going to be communicating with Coach Ken? Can you tell Coach Ken to make sure that he contacts me? And hey, if you send some pictures, we'll make sure we get it on.
For administrative professionals.
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Congratulations. It's what? Oh, really? Yeah, you guys take good pictures and send them to Coach Ken. I'll make sure that Coach Ken gets them.
But they all left. We have that. We have
Good
that
luck, girl.
influence on people.
Amanda ran with Olympians at the Shamrock Shuffle. Yeah, they had Olympians running that race. Well, there's 24,000 people running that race, but yeah. I don't know, probably not.
Thanks, Coach. Stick around.
See ya,
Right.
Coach.
Well, Coach Black, you know how to empty your room.
Another good job.
Great job, thank you.
Have a great night. Happy Easter.
All right, next on our agenda is the National Volunteer Week. Secretary Porras, could you read the resolution, please?
Sure can. Okay, we have a School City of Hobart Resolution number 2026-9, the National Volunteer Week, shining a light on the people and causes that inspire us to serve.
Thank you, Dr. Buffington.
We would just be lost without the volunteers here. When I think about even all of you up here, even though you're board members now, all of you started off as volunteers and you continue to give of yourself. But think about all of the people that volunteer in our schools. It is truly amazing, and it's appropriate to recognize them and say thank you. Because a lot of times people just don't realize how much their time and effort means to us. So we applaud and thank them.
Have several of them
We do.
on there. Yep. Board, your pleasure.
I'd like to make a motion that the board adopt resolution number 2026-9 to recognize the dedication of volunteers in making a difference for students in the school city of Hobart, as well as in the community of Hobart.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
I said it too soon, but we do have quite a few. I know you mentioned it, but down at that end of the table, there's a lot of volunteering going on.
Thank you.
This is his fourth side job.
Something like that.
I would also like to mention that when we talk about volunteers, and I know I say this every year, but the people that are so giving of themselves as volunteers are giving things that they can't get back. And when I say that, I'm talking about their time. And, you know, people talk about time being a valuable commodity, and it is. And the people that volunteer are special because they are giving what they cannot get back. So I would just like to mention that. And with that, we pass 7-0. Thank you, board. Oh, roll call vote too. Sorry.
David Cosbade,
Aye.
Don Rogers, Brad Keane,
Aye.
Stuart Schultz,
Aye.
Frank Porras votes aye, Sandy Hillen,
Aye.
and Ricky Guthrie.
Aye. Sorry about that, board. I'll get this next one here. The next one up is for the resolution recognizing National Student Leadership Week. Secretary Porras, if you would read that resolution, please.
Yes, we have the School City of Hobart Board of School Trustees, resolution number 2026-10, National Student Leadership Week.
Dr. Buffington?
And I do believe that you saw just an amazing group of leaders out here tonight that represent the Brickies. And I just want to say that we have an amazing student leader sitting with us tonight, Xu Jing. I won't steal her thunder for announcements later, as she was texting me at 5 in the morning, but that's okay. I'm very proud of the leadership that our students display, and you know, we want Brickies to be leaders, and it's our responsibility as educators to provide those opportunities, and we have so many that take advantage of that opportunity. So let's celebrate them. That's what this is about.
All righty, board?
I'd like to make a motion, the board adopt resolution number 2026-10, recognizing Hobart Student Leadership Week.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? If
think-
not, Mr. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I think that nights like tonight are the best nights to have something like this on the agenda, because it's just so obvious how many leaders there are in the school and how well these students do about being leaders. So it's a great night for this resolution.
I concur. Mr. Porras, could you do the roll call vote, please? And board, if you would, do your votes electronically as well.
Sure. Okay, David Cosbade,
Aye.
Don Rogers, Brad Keane,
Aye.
Stuart Schultz,
Aye.
Frank Porras votes aye, Sandy Hillen,
Aye.
and Ricky Guthrie.
Aye. And that passes 7-0. Thank you, board. And next on our agenda is the Administrative Professionals Day. Mr. Porras, another resolution.
Yes, we have the School City of Hobart Resolution Number 2026-11, Administrative Professionals Day.
Board?
I'd like to make a motion that the board adopt resolution number 2026-11, recognizing Administrative Professionals Day.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Well, I would like to say a few words about these folks. Obviously, I cannot say enough about the administrative professionals. You know, everybody always says that they could run the schools and run our office, which is true. I can't say enough about the person to my left and my office. Obviously, they are just incredible human beings that I get to work with every day. And when you go to our schools and the amount of tasks that they take on each and every day, and just trying to help the administrators do their jobs and do them well. And I just want to say a word of gratitude to them and just thanks for being who you are, because we don't function well without them. And they make our jobs very easy. And you know, when you come, it obviously we spend a lot of time working with one another. They're like work family, our extended family, and we care deeply about them. And that's because they give of themselves, they care, and they make our school district run. They truly do. And for that, we're forever grateful for all that they do for us.
All righty. Any further discussion from the board?
I will say that I've been in the offices of a few of the different schools during the day, and their job would make my head spin. So it's wild, the things that they do. So.
They have to know so much, and people don't realize how much they have to know. So when you think about, you know, and I think Pat would know this, but know it well. Sometimes it's decision fatigue. You know, I mean, like, but she is constantly intercepting and like putting it on my desk, putting a note like you should check this, or like a flag. And that's just, I mean, I've been working with her for a very long time, but they're all like that with their administrators. And, you know, we can't give them enough credit for the job they do. When you're in the buildings, they're nurses, they're secretaries, bookkeepers, you know, fixing boo-boos and trying to help teachers stay you know, like, where's my handouts? And it's a wonder that they have sanity. But they do it with a smile, and they're really good at what they do. They all get B-ups, really.
I would
They're also
second.
very humble.
Yes.
That's one thing I've noticed about all of ours. They're very, very, the humility is amazing. Especially the ones sitting right next to you.
Yeah, she is amazing. She is the person they should emulate.
Writing that down?
She's ignoring you.
She's I was just gonna say that. She's in the zone. All right, if there aren't any further comments, Mr. Porras, if you would do the roll call vote, please.
Yes. Okay, David Cosby.
Aye.
Don Rogers.
Aye.
Brad Keane.
Aye.
Stuart Schultz.
Aye.
Frank Porras votes aye. Sandy Hillen.
Aye.
And Ricky Guthrie.
Aye, and that passes 7-0. Thank you, board. Updates, announcements, and reports. Dr. Buffington?
Board, in your packet, you have a copy of the weekly agendas for our staff. You have Cadet Life from our JROTC and the Bricky Cafe. Just a lot of great stuff there. I'm not seeing the bricks on.
We didn't get one.
Oh, okay. Well, next week.
Yeah.
All righty, and next is the updates, announcements, and reports.
Okay, here we go. All right, Good Friday, no school tomorrow. Everybody take a break.
Woo-woo.
Okay, in my office, I am well known for I do not like 4-day weeks. Is that right, Pat? I do not like 4-day weeks. We have had a lot. I don't know what to say. It just makes the job a lot harder. But I'm glad everybody else likes those. Incoming freshman parent night in the Great Hall on April 6th. Brad, is that going to be you?
That is going to be me.
All righty.
I'm honestly shaking in my boots.
Welcome aboard, my friend. Nothing to be afraid
No,
of.
but hang on to those hats, because that 4 years goes fast.
Nothing to be afraid of.
No, not me, right? Luckily.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Okay, so then we have, I'm sorry, I have one of my administrators texting me, and I'm trying to keep up with it
It's
all
okay.
here. Bricky Makers Innovator Showcase coming up this week coming up. Chris King and I will get a lot of steps in. If you've never been to it, come out. It is so much fun. I look forward to it every year. And kids are very creative, and they are definitely into STEM and STEAM. So there's the art avenue has a lot. And so it's not just STEM. Come on out and see some of the stuff that they do. Our all music, and I have to say, this is one of the most entertaining things that you could attend is on April the 11th. I so look forward to it because it's all 3 elementary schools, 1 to 5. And the ukulele kids from Liberty usually play while the Liberty veteran kids sing. And it's just really spectacular. It's just a joy to go to it and watch how proud the kids are. We have I Learn coming up. We have incoming April 13th to May 8th. April 15th, incoming kindergarten. We have the Anxious Generation Part 2, April 21st for parents. And I Learn Biology, April 27th through May 15th.
And I did add the Hobart Community Band as
Yep.
a separate item.
Yep, there's a separate item for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is comments. Dr. Buffington?
Well, we welcomed everybody back this week. They seem pretty rested and geared up for the last quarter. And of course, the last quarter is filled with lots of joyous events. So be ready, everyone. The calendar is full. My husband asked me if I could do something on a Wednesday night, and he gave me a bunch of Wednesdays, and I had to say, no, I'm booked. I'm like, sorry, can't come. But anyways, as many events as we have in April and May, because it used to just be May, now it's April and May, they are wonderful, and it's recognizing kids. And I do want to say a special thank you to Danielle Adams and some of our students. I know Shu Jing knows this, but we have quite a run going with this year's graduating class, with full ride scholarships and very prestigious school acceptances. Right, Shu Jing? Do you want to just tell everybody what happened that you texted me about at 5 in the morning?
She was awake. Don't let her fool you.
Yes. Looking at your sweatshirt going.
Oh, yes.
Use your microphone and let's tell everybody.
Okay, so this sounds so crazy saying out loud, but on March 27th, I got all my college decisions back, and I found out I got into all my top choices, so I am very excited. I got into Harvard, and there's more, but right now I'm between Harvard and Stanford for school, for college.
I want to know them all now.
Oh, all of them? All of them?
Yes.
Okay. I got into
Georgetown, Princeton. I mean, like,
Yeah.
the works.
Princeton's a beautiful campus.
I got into Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Princeton, Columbia, Brown, University of Pennsylvania, Berkeley. There's more. IUB, Purdue, and then there's some other like small liberal arts colleges on different coasts. But yeah, and I texted Dr. B at 5 in the morning because I was so excited I could not sleep. So I was like, of course I have to share this news. And yeah, I was just up all night texting people. And besides the good news, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for always cheering me on and supporting me. Actually, a big part of my application when I was applying to college was talking about how I really appreciated Hobart's philosophy of care, and I not just in interviews, but I also wrote in some of my essays how like that's really shaped me as a person, as a student, and hopefully and when I go to college, I want to bring that same philosophy of care to wherever I go to college. And they really loved that answer. I told them all about the Brickies and who Johan is and how our mascot is very unique. And if you hear Johan, then you know they're talking about Hobart in Northwest Indiana. And my interviewers just ate it up. They loved it. So I'm really thankful for everything the board has done for me, because certainly without the board, none of those decisions that I got on the 27th would have been possible. So thank you so much for your support.
Yeah. And on top of all of that good news, the number of students that are interviewing for scholarships, we coach. I coach a lot. Danielle is my sidekick on some of them, and we've been getting a lot of kids getting full rides. And so I'm just very proud of our kids for their accomplishments. I think one of the things that you see with our kids that are getting these full rides is how well-rounded they are. And I think that's what's selling them. And so you get a little taste of that in the room here tonight. with your 3-sport athletes, but they're also servants in the community. You know, they help with various service projects, and their academics. You know, especially they've got early college under their belt, makes them look very, very, very good. And so I can't say enough about this class. I always feel sad, but I always feel happy that they're getting to chase their dreams, and I know they'll come true. But it's sad when that class has to leave, and then you have to pick up another class and pull them along too, right? And so I'm very proud of you, Shujing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've just done amazing things, and can't say enough about the class. It's really an outstanding class. That's all my announcements.
Thank you.
I hope I don't have to chime in, but I might.
Mr. King, do you have anything to say today?
Well, congratulations, Shujing.
Thank you.
I don't know how you choose between
Right?
those options. Like that's an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you.
Well deserved, I think. I do want to mention the administrative professionals resolution. That's definitely something worth recognizing. I know, from my own perspective, it's you know, my assistant, she works very hard. I don't know how she keeps up with me. Like, she always knows what's
She's
going
amazing.
on.
She is amazing. If your assistant's still the same one, she is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, she really keeps on top of me to make sure that, I'm getting everything done. And like Dr. Buffington said, they have to know so much. And she's become more than just, I think, what she opted into when she applied for the job years ago. Because now she does tech work herself because she gets calls and she just wants to help people. And when somebody's not available, she just tries, and she's learned that stuff. So, and they all do that. All of the assistants everywhere. I know, and I call the buildings. They're always ready and willing to help me when I'm asking them for things in Skyward or something with state reports. They're taking calls all around them from parents and from teachers in their buildings, and yet they're still willing to help. So all of them definitely deserve just tons. So I appreciate them all.
Thank you. Mr. Longer?
Two things. I don't know if anyone else watched the webinar that was shown last week. They had a webinar that was shown with different people from Amazon talking about different aspects of the data center project that is being proposed. And one thing that stood out to me as I watched that was the individual that was responsible for coordinating with communities with regard to making sure there were people available to supply their workforce needs, identified Dr. Buffington by name as someone who was working with them to make sure that we were preparing students to fulfill the roles that they needed fulfilled for that project. So I was impressed by that. The other thing I would like to mention, this is the time every year that I want to publicly thank Pat for making me look good. She does on an ongoing basis. I really appreciate her critical eye when I submit something in writing, and her help sometimes making it look or read better. Anyone who of you has served on another board or government body of any kind probably understands how remarkable the job she does is with regard to our minutes. If you've ever missed a meeting and tried to come up to speed in time for the next meeting and reviewed the minutes, or needed to refresh your memory about what transpired at a meeting, you know you can rely on the record she's created of what happened as a accurate and comprehensive summary of what the board did. And it's really outstanding compared to what I see with other organizations. And
One of a kind.
I think she really deserves our thanks for that.
Yep, she's amazing.
Mr. Cospain?
A couple things. Just always great to see the student athletes again, and hear those GPAs. It's amazing that they're committed to doing their sports on top of everything else, but remembering that they're a student athlete and student comes first. It's just always great to see that and hear those stories. Shuzine, congratulations. Sounds
you.
like you have a tough choice ahead of you, but that's a good problem to have. The mayor, I was at the State of the City meeting last night here at the high school, and the mayor and a couple of the councilmen, I was talking to them after the meeting, they wanted to pass along their thank you, and I told them I would pass it along to the appropriate people for hosting that. It's a very professional environment for them. Whoever's behind the scenes doing all that work, you guys do a great job. So I wanted to share that from the mayor and his team. And then just a highlight, we had our Education Foundation meeting a couple nights ago. We had correct me if I'm wrong, Mrs. Hathaway, is that correct, Ms. Hathaway? Sat in talking about Camp Invention that's coming up over the summer. Just wanted to share this story. I guess she sits in on these meetings periodically to kind of look for maybe some help with scholarship money to provide towards Camp Invention fees, trying to offset some of the costs to help some of the parents or kids who maybe can't afford it because it can be a little pricey. So she came in and gave her little spiel, and a couple of the board members were just totally moved by what she talked about, and she handed out a flyer, the presentation of kind of what they do while they're at Camp Invention, and so the board approved up to $1,500 grant to give to them, as long as Karen Robbins wasn't there, who's our financial lady. She's got to make sure that that's all going to work in our world, but we don't foresee any problems with that. But so that was pretty exciting, something that came out of the meeting to go to kids and to help something innovative for our students. And then that inspired Bob Marzalak, who's also on the board, to pass that same information along to Kiwanis, and hopefully they're willing to partner up another $500. So hopefully out of that meeting we got another $2,000 to help her cause and to help maybe another 20 kids or so be able to attend Camp Invention this summer. So that was pretty exciting. And we did vote on moving forward. I know I've talked a few times about there's been some vacancies, but the presidency I filled. I actually stepped up and decided to take the
So
president.
I was gonna tell them that, but
Okay.
seeing how you
I
are.
just thought I was going to share. So
I mean, like,
'cause I've talked about it several times.
Dave has stepped up to be president of ATF.
I was wondering that.
And, I mean, when he came on the board, he was already such a worker, and, I mean, he talked to me a little bit about it, and I just don't want him to overextend himself. He is just so into everything he does, but you are such a servant, and, thank you for all that you've brought to HEF. Even just bringing your mom along, she's a worker bee too. But I think you're bringing it a whole nother level of helping us fundraise and be able to do the things that we want to do in the school district with that extra funds. And just thank you for stepping up to take that role. We appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. That's all I got.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Rogers, you're up.
Chris, I was just attacked by my screen. I don't know what you did, but there's this beautiful picture of flowers, and you just attacked me. It's always nice to see so many student athletes on these nights. Also, thank Brad and his family for helping out with the food pantry, throwing a swimming party. We can always use the money there.
Yeah,
Dave
thank you,
for running
Brad.
every bingo night anymore for any school activities, helping both HEF and the athletic department. And I can't wait to find out how long it is before somebody picks up that Hobbit conversation.
I don't think Shujing heard you say it.
Oh,
Do
wait,
your
sorry?
impersonation.
I'm waiting to see how long it takes you to pick up the Hobbit.
My friend told me, she was like, if you choose Harvard, make sure you're still a good person. Don't come back super snobby. I was like, you don't gotta worry about that.
They do have sweatshirts with it spelled that way too.
Oh my, I'll have to look into it.
All righty, Mr. King.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is amazing. That list is long and prestigious. So, it is a true testament to the work you've put in.
Thank you.
The schools will be lucky to have you wherever you decide to go.
Thank you.
So congratulations. Pat, I would like to thank you for summarizing my gibberish into a coherent statement. You're probably the only person who can. And then the student athletes are always amazing to see. Every day it reminds you why everyone else is here. Like, we're here because these kids deserve a good education and a good place to find family and find these things that they're good at and to do them. And it's great to see them doing it. So I'm glad they are.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz.
Well, thanks, Dave, for doing all that you do. You do a lot of things there. That's unbelievable. Using, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's an easy choice.
Right.
Pat makes us all look better, so that's left unsaid. But yeah, that's all for me.
Thank you. Shujing, you're up.
Just thank you again, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm glad I could make it back in time. I was right outside hosting our Palettes and Pedals event for our student council, which was great. You might have heard some of our music playing or seen the tablecloths out, but it was a great time. A lot of families showed up, and it's always cool coming to a board meeting and the room is packed. I always love seeing that, so yeah, thank you again.
Thank you. Mr. Porras?
Yes, I also like seeing the student athletes here. They do well in sports as well as academics. And just a quick story about Bella, who took state, as we know, in wrestling. But as far as her character, we held a wrestling tournament a couple weeks after she won state. And it was a freshman, sophomore / elementary wrestling match, wrestling tournament. And so I was kind of walking around, and there she was helping at one of the tables. And I was thinking, like, wow, she's a state champ, helping at the tables, not even wrestling today. And she took time out of her day to come out and help out the other fellow wrestlers. So it just kind of shows what kind of character she has. And many of the athletes that showed up today kind of do similar things. They go up above and beyond just playing sports, and so it just kind of shows how well-rounded they are. Pat, thank you very much for making our job a lot easier. You're awesome, and hope everybody enjoys their Easter weekend.
Thank you. Mrs. Hillen?
I just wanted to say something about the number of parents that were here today too, and the role they play in having so many well-rounded athletes, because it does take that family unit to help the kids learn that at a young age about what's important. But I think it also speaks loudly to being committed to sports, and it does keep kids very focused, and it helps keep them out of trouble. You know, if it's not sports or to be music or drama or whatever it is you choose to do, those help shape our kids in a wonderful way. The other thing I wanted to just say something about the volunteers again, how important that is to this community, and we do have a lot of them, and you know, I can think of 3 of you at the end of the table. I just have to say it again, the work that you put in, the hours beyond the regular work day, Brad, including your whole family, and Don, I know you don't do much but make popcorn here and there, but we appreciate it. And Mr. Cosplay, thank you for all you do. You've been doing it for a long time in a lot of arenas, so
really has.
it's not unnoticed. People know who you are, you live it daily,
Thank you, Mrs. Hillen. My turn. Very briefly, Sandy's touched on some of it with the volunteers, and I did say it earlier about how the commodity that the volunteers give is their time that they cannot get back. For Mr. Cospade, Mr. Rogers, and Mr. Keen, you guys do a lot, and a lot of it goes unrecognized. So while we're standing here, and those of us that have acknowledged you, please know that it's very appreciated, and everyone thanks you very much.
Mostly my wife, to be fair.
Most of your to Mrs. Schoon, thank you for always having the reminder for a roll call vote. I'm just sorry I forgot it tonight already on that first one, but I picked it up on the other ones. And that's part of a testament to help her keeping, or for her helping keeping all of us in line. And Sandy's got right to the little tabs for where I had to sign when I was secretary. That was always very helpful as well. She makes us all look good, and she does it without a complaint, and she does it in such a professional manner and in a humble way so that we don't feel like we were bad. And Shujing, I don't know how that can be a hard decision, snow or sunshine. I'm just going to put that out there. How can that be a hard decision?
That's very true.
I'm just going to say. Harvard is snow, Stanford is the sunshine. Yeah.
Sunshine.
See?
Noted,
So for
noted.
some people, it's not hard, see? But, what?
A little birdie told me, though, that her mom wants her to go to Princeton. Is that true?
Oh, actually, I did get Princeton from some people, but then my parents, they both were like, as soon as they were like, just choose Harvard. You don't need to think about the other ones. I was like,
you know, Princeton is a very beautiful campus. I just want to let you know, I did attend a conference there while I was in college, and it was absolutely beautiful. Just side note. But you will make the decision that's right for you. I don't rush it. Think about it. Sleep on it. Pray on it. You know, do what you need to do. But you will make the right decision. We have no doubt. And what a great opportunity for you to have to be able to sit there and make that decision. It's just, it's amazing. It is so awesome. And that is a testament to who you are and your character and how hard you have worked. And we are so thankful that we got to play a little small part in that. So congratulations.
very big part. Correction.
Well, congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
As far as the winter athletes are concerned, I'm like Brad. This is one of my favorites when the athletes come, just to hear their GPAs, to hear their accomplishments. So many of them do more than one sport, and they do them all well. And I don't remember which one of you stated it, but there's so many opportunities here at Hobart, not just athletically, but drama, band, orchestra, ROTC. We offer so many opportunities for our students to shine, and I'm glad that they're able to have those opportunities and that they can actually shine in those things that they choose. And I'm thankful that we have those opportunities. And so with that, I'm going to conclude at 8:31.